Welcome back, Liverpool fans. You could probably hear the frustration on my face and in the sound of my voice. As a Liverpool fan, as a true Liverpool fan, we agree we do not just buy players for the sake of it. And we do not spend for the sake of it. We don't just look at other teams and think, they're spending that much. And we need to spend exactly the same amount. No. So the good thing about FSG is they've stayed within their means and we are not facing sanctions like some of the other clubs for financial fair play and whatever other financial restrictions there are. Now, FSG. Who are you kidding? How much of this can we put up with? Let's start with Hughes and Michael Edwards, the specialised people brought in for transfers and whatever. Before I start, there's a reason why Jurgen Klopp left. The story will come out. Yes, he needed a break. He was knackered. But half of that was actually caused by FSG. The man worked miracles for what he was given. But I'm not going to get into that. I want to talk about Zubimendi, this defensive midfielder, probably the best player we could ever get because it seems like there's no other. Liverpool spent all that time from June all up to now knowing that Zubimendi was their number one target. And they've always said, we will go for the player we want. So where's your fucking plan B? So Zubimendi is gone to the Euros, yet you were happy to strike a deal with Gordon and organise a medical. What was so difficult with Zubimendi? Why has it taken this long? And when you knew you're fanning around with the release clause fee, you know what the release clause is, pay the money, or whichever way, if it's done in Spain, the way the player pays, give him the money, job done, finished. You have now given him time to think. You have given time for Real Sociedad to work on him, which they have. And, that's all irrelevant now. I don't want any player that doesn't want to come. So that's done. But the point I'm trying to make is I've heard today Zubimendi has said he wanted to join Liverpool. However, after speaking to his wife and family, children, they couldn't quite leave Spain and settle into a new country. I fully respect that. But why has it taken this long to find this information out? Edwards and Hughes will only work with the Cowboys that give them their criteria. The ones that have brought us our club for peanuts. They saved our club, granted, yet they have made a lot of money with us. All you FSG brown-nosed arse-lickers out there who still can't see what is going on, wake up, give your head a wobble. These guys, FSG net spend in the last 5 years. I'm going to give you some facts. I'm not going to bore you with the details of how much each club has spent, but they want Liverpool to compete, I take it, or do they? Or are they just happy for them to be in the top 4? I think that's what they want. Net spend for Man City for the last 5 seasons is 505.6 million. That's stupid money. I don't want Liverpool spending anything like that. We are number 7 at 92.4 million. And you think we're going to get world-class players and build a squad that can compete? Brighton and Everton have spent more money than us in 5 seasons. Going back to our targets, are you saying that Zubimendi in the whole world was the only player that could play under this slot tactics? The rest are not good enough or not available? I don't think so. If that's the case, get rid of the scouting department and this bullshit data analysis crap. Other teams around Europe can make signings based on scouting. Sometimes you have to take a risk, and sometimes it plays off, and sometimes it doesn't. That's part and parcel of football. Even with Liverpool's data analysis, they brought some shit. People you know who never even played for this club or have played a hatful of games, and then they've been loaned out for seasons after seasons and then sold. FSG are promoting bringing up young players from the squad, but only to sell, not for the squad. Who in their right mind can think of even contemplating selling Ben Doak? Loan, I agree. Clark, loan, I agree. But permanent sales? You just want profit, 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 and nothing else. You've got no interest in Liverpool Football Club winning trophies. You're happy to have them in the top 4, and that's enough for you to generate money. You couldn't care less of making the team stronger. A good team will always bring in better quality or strengthen the squad, refreshing the squad. And what are we doing? We're selling players, but not bringing in to strengthen the squad. Virgil van Dijk has given a hint. We need new players. We finished 3rd last season. At one stage, we could have won the title. But the quality of the squad showed at the end. So we finished 3rd. And anyone in the right mind would be thinking, right, we need to strengthen the squad. But what do? We're the only fucking club that haven't brought anybody in. For some of you that are doubting this keeper that we are just about to sign from Valencia, I think it's a great move. And I know some of you are saying, why the hell do we need a keeper when we need a defensive midfielder and that? I get what you're saying and I agree. But we also need a keeper. The reason why we need a keeper, because the club know Alisson is going next summer. So what they're doing is they're safeguarding. And to get a keeper of this quality, 6'6" guy who commands the area, I think this is great business. but let's get it over the line. Gordon, do we really need Gordon, or is this just a smoke screen just to make us happy because, you know, the lack of signings and we bring in a local talent in? Do we really need to sell Luis Diaz to get a Gordon? Me personally, Luis Diaz, if we get anything more than 50 million, let him go. This guy wanted to leave Liverpool from January onwards. They've been engineering a move to Barcelona. And because it hasn't happened, he's gone quiet. People seem to forget that. And just remember, this guy is a one-trick pony. He plays on the left and goes onto the right side, gets it on his right foot and shoots. He can't do anything else. He can't shoot with his left. He can't cross with his left. So if we get more money for him, let him go. Once anyone has that decision in their head that they want to go, I particularly don't want that player at Liverpool. I know why we could be linked to all these attacking players, whilst it's clear we need a defensive midfielder. I believe in the last days of the transfer window, we may lose Mohamed Salah. And anyone who says Mohamed Salah isn't happy, it's rubbish. He looks really happy. You've seen him in the preseason games. You've seen him. I mean, I went to go and watch him against Sevilla. The guy was happy. He looked awesome. And I wouldn't want to lose him. I think we should just offer him a contract. Let's play him. This guy can go on. Forget about his age. So, let's go back to this defensive midfielders. Why have we not signed Edison or Varela, Ruben Neves? Do not tell me there are not players in the whole of Europe or in this world that we cannot get. I get there will be some players it's absolute no-go. You got no chance of buying. I don't think maybe Richard Hughes has got the pulling power, or he's got peanuts to work with, which is probably more likely. We are not asking for big £100 million signings. All we are asking is freshen the squad, but the defensive midfielder one we've been missing for at least 3 seasons and it has not been rectified. Nobody wants to hear this bullshit about, oh, we will get Gravenberch or we'll get McAllister to play in this defensive midfield position when they're all attacking. Get a specialised defensive midfielder. At this point, I would even take Kante. Get him on loan. It's clear we need a defensive midfielder. Centre-back options, if Vandenberg is to go and Nat Phillips is to go, we still need that centre-back. How have we let Jean-Claude Todibo go to West Ham on a loan deal and then to buy for 30 million? We've got no money. Or we have got money, but that's all been eaten up and enjoyed by FSG, who are trying to get to use for Bordeaux. If you've got no commitment to Liverpool Football Club FSG, fuck off and concentrate on Bordeaux or wherever you want to go to somewhere else. Had enough. Give it to somebody, football people. And I don't want or mean real rich Arabs or whatever. I just want footballing people who are sensible with their money, who are happy to buy players, the right players, and not necessarily expensive players. That brings me to a final bit about contract situation. Why have you let Trent Arnold contract run down to the last year. Why? The others, like Salah, Virgil van Dijk. People like Alisson, we should be thankful for. But when Alisson looks around and he sees the quality of the other squad and not incoming players, can you blame him for going? This happened before. Alonso, Mascherano, Torres, Suarez, all these quality players, world class, left because we showed no ambition. I will support my club for whatever. I will always support them. It's the club, Liverpool Football Club. But the owners need to go. All you FSG lovers need to wake up. I've seen what is going on. I want to do a special shout out to a YouTube channel, somebody who talks a lot of sense. Craig Holden from the Anfield Agenda. This man talks a lot of sense. He tells it how it is, whether people like it or not. And every time I listen to him, he talks a lot of sense, and I totally agree with him. If anyone hasn't seen him on YouTube, I suggest you do. Absolutely spot on with his comments, his views. He doesn't pretend to know something or speculation. If he knows something, he will say he knows. He won't just pretend that he knows. But everything he is saying on there, I agree. Spot on. So, FSG, who are you trying to kid? The real Liverpool fans have worked you out. You have to always sell, don't you? And then maybe buy a few players. But at the moment, we've seen nothing. I believe Liverpool will panic, and on transfer deadline day or the last few days, we will get about 2 in. I call that panic buying. That's panic buying. You've had all summer. In fact, Richard Hughes and Michael Edwards have had since January. And although they weren't officially working for the club, behind the scenes, they would have been. I know I would have been. Liverpool fans, have faith. Let's just keep it together. I think if we had got a proper number 6, another centre-back, and kept most of our players that we want to keep, most notably Salah, Nunes, Trent, I would be saying Premier League winners or competing 100%, nothing else. A double. As things stand, I still think we will get number 4. I'm not happy with that. I feel sorry for Arne Slot. There's a reason why they placed Arne Slot as manager. Because if they got a world-class manager of high profile, would not put up with this shit. That's why they found an upcoming manager with good footballing tactics and stuff. But they've made him as coach, also known as a yes man. And the poor guy loved taking the Liverpool job on. He'll agree to anything. So I don't blame Onslaught. I blame you, John Henry. Wake up. Get your head out of your butt. Stop playing games with us. You have become a rich man. You're rich already, and our football club has made you even richer. Give something back. Liverpool fans are classy fans. Don't take advantage of that. The last thing you want to see is protests and empty seats, but that does not help the squad. When are we going to stop looking at bargain basement? By bringing in Gordon and that keeper, you probably give yourself a pat on the back thinking, whoa, great window. But have we really addressed the issues? The players that need sold, some of them are still here. You're money grabbers. You will take any money available rather than put it back into the squad. How much more can Liverpool fans take? FSG, do the right thing. Stop messing us about.